Hello mga ka-whiteboard! Welcome back sa ating ninth video. At today, ang pag-uusapan natin ay kung paano ba, ayan, mag-add or subtract ng decimals. Sir, ano po ba yung mga decimal number? Well, ang mga decimal number ay parang mga whole numbers lang. Ang difference lang nila sa mga whole number, ang obvious difference lang nila sa mga whole number is yung decimal point na kasama na nila. That means to say, how we operate whole numbers is not that different on how we operate decimal numbers as well. And believe me when I say that this one will just be a piece of cake for you. Piece of cake? Sir? Mamimigay ka po ba ng cake? No. That's not what I meant with that. Piece of cake is just an idiomatic expression which means this topic will just be very easy for you. Yes, it is. So I'm gonna need you to give me your full focus and attention with this discussion. At nga pala, ma-share ko lang, recommend, or rather, sa mga hindi pa nakakapag-exam dyan, periodical exam, especially in math, pwede nyong gamitin yung mga video ko, especially kompleto na yung operations on fractions natin, starting from addition up to division. Meron din tayo sa addition ng mga tawag natin dito, dissimilar fractions. If you are looking for reviewers, videos, you may consider mine. They're already all uploaded on our YouTube channel. And by the way, yung YouTube channel natin, may 300 plus subscribers na. Thank you so much for your continued support, for continuously supporting our channel. At kung meron pa kayong mga kaibigan dyan na hindi pa nakasubscribe na sa palagay nyo kailangan yung mga video natin na mapanood, you may share them to them. At yeah, so that's it for now. So we can proceed already to our discussion. Tara na, umpisahan na natin. Okay, here is our objective for today. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to add or subtract decimals with or without regrouping. Let's start right away with our first example. We have in here 20.50 plus 7.25. How do we do this? Sir, first of all, here is what we need to do. I-align lang natin yung mga decimal point. As simple as that. We write them vertically. First is the 20.50. Actually, it doesn't matter in here whichever we write first kasi we are just simply adding because the operation addition is commutative. Then, next step is we will just need to put the 7.25 in here in such a way wherein the decimal points of the two are aligned with each other. Magkapantay, kumbaga. Then after that, if you think there are gaps here, we can use 0 as a place value holder para hindi tayo nalilito. Example in here, there's like a gap, right? Because take note of this class. After mong inline yung mga decimal point dyan, make sure all numbers here ay may kapares. Mga numbers na lang dito yung may mga kapares. Ano? We should make sure that numbers have partners in here aligned with their correct partners. Same place value lahat yung mga yan dapat. And if there's a gap in here, for us to just avoid confusion, because in addition, we don't need this much. Sa subtraction lang kasi talaga natin siya magagamit talaga, yung 0 as a place value holder. But still, we use 0 na rin in here para masanay na tayo as a place value holder there. Now, we have aligned the decimal points. We have aligned the numbers with their respective place values. Then the next thing that we would do is we treat them just like whole numbers now. We add as we would whole numbers. And so we will have 0 plus 5 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, 0 plus 7 is 7, 2 plus 0 is 2, and then we just, of course, we should just not forget to align our answer's decimal point, wala pa siya, no? With the addends. Sir, ano po ba yung mga addends? With the addends decimal point ito, kaya may apostrophe dyan. Ano ba yung mga addends, sir? Addends are the numbers that we add. Alright, take note of that. And so what we just need to do in here, final step is align the decimal point of our answer. It will be 27.25. There, simple as that. Next, let's have another example. Sir, what if we have 1, 2, 3 numbers in here that we need to add? No problem, no problem. It's just the same. You calm yourself. We should just align. I-align lang natin yung mga decimal point. Lagi niyong tatandaan. That's the very first step in adding or subtracting decimals. Sir, why do we have in here a 3-digit whole number with one decimal number in here? Well, you don't need to worry because after we align all the decimal points in here, we will see how we could add this in a much clearer way. Now, next is sanayin lang natin na gamitin si 0 as a place value holder, though it doesn't matter that much in addition. Parang practice na lang natin ito moving forward to the subtraction. Then we will just add them all together. You don't need to add these two first or do this partially. Since addition naman yan, class, we can add them all together para isahan na lang yung ating pag-add. Because if you are thinking of doing this partially, unahin natin yung dalawang decimal numbers dito, wala namang problema doon. But since this is addition, remember, we can put them all together in here so we can add them all at once. This means to say, 0 plus 9 plus 5, that is 14. Bring down the 4, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1, that is now 8. 2 plus 9 plus 8, that is 19, carry the 1. By the way, para hindi nyo na makalimutan yung decimal point natin, sige, right away, i-add nyo na siya dyan. Para mamaya, when we're done adding, we also already have our decimal point already in our final answer. Next, 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 0 is 2. And finally, there we have it. Final answer here with the 3 decimal numbers that we added is 129.84. And how do we read this? It's 129 and we read, by the way, the decimal point as and. A-N-D. No? This is read as 129 and 84 hundredths. Yung mga decimal part natin, binabasa rin natin sila na parang whole numbers. 84. But you just have to add now the place value of the last digit, which is 4. Ano ba yung place value ng mga decimals natin? Where do they start? They start with tenths, then hundredths, thousandths. You know the pattern now. So on and so forth. There we have it. 129 and 84. 84 what? What's the place value of the last digit, which is 4? It's hundredths. So this is read now as 129 and 84 hundredths. Next one. Sir, what about this third example? We have here 10.5 plus 0.126 plus 4. I see no decimal point with 4. How is that, sir? 4 is a whole number. You don't need to worry. Here is the note you need to remember in here. Lahat ng mga whole numbers natin, may mga ano yan. Ayan o, sabi dyan, may mga decimal point yan after them. So if this is 4, if this is your whole number, another one, if this is your whole number 5, if this is your whole number 10, don't you worry, their decimal points are just right after them. And remember this, they could have as many zeros as we want in here. Because zeros after decimal point, after the decimal point have no value if they are not sandwiched between non-zero numbers. Alright? Or non-zero digits. Pero kung ganyan yan, 5.0005, this definitely matter. Ilang natin sila pwedeng baliwalain. What I'm saying in here is that if numbers, if zeros are not in between or sandwiched between two, between two non-zero digits, doon natin sila pwedeng tanggalin or ilagay kung kailangan. Going back, let's now align the decimal points. Since we now know that 4 has a decimal point after it, so saan natin siya i-align? Doon, syempre. And para di tayo malito, let's put zeros as a place value holder. Usual addition, we'll have here 6, we'll have here 2, we'll have another 6, decimal point. Lagyan na natin yan. Medyo hindi naka-align. Ayusin natin. Dapat align talaga yan. Baka magkamali tayo. Align lang natin. Si point. Diyan yan. 6 ito. And we have 4 here of course. Lumulundag na yung aking mouse. And 1. Final answer here is 14 let's check na kung tama, 14.626. When you read this, it's 14 and 626 thousandths. Yung mga place value ng mga decimals natin. Parang decimal, parang mga place value lang din ng mga whole numbers. Ang difference lang ay thousands, no? Meron tayong idinadagdag na TH sa kanila. Right? There. Thousands. Next now, subtracting decimals. Just the same. First step is we align the decimal points. Are they aligned correctly? Yes. Do we need to add 0 as a place value holder? No, because there's no gap formed. Let's subtract now as we would whole numbers. 3 minus 9. Can you remove a 9 from 3? Hindi pwede, no? When we subtract, the number on top should be at least equal doon sa nasa ilalim. Or dapat syempre mas malaki. If that is the case, hindi ka naman syempre makakapagbawas ng 9 sa 3. 3 will be needing a help from the next digit, which is 8. We'll borrow 1 from 8. Mahihiram tayo ng isa kay 8 na nasa tens place value. 10 times higher than the place value of this. Sabihin, yung 1 na meron tayo doon will be put together with the 3 in here. 3 will now be 13. Now, 13 minus 9 will give us 4. 1 minus 7, hindi ulit pwede yan. Kasi mas maliit si 1 yung nasa taas sa 7. We cannot take away a 7 from 1. And so what will we do is we'll borrow again from 9, the next digit. Siyempre, naging 7 yan. No. My mistake. My bad. I'm sorry. Why was I looking at 1 in here? 8 now became 7. All right? 8 now became 7. And since 7 is just equal to 7, it's okay to subtract them. It will be 0. If you want, you can right away put your decimal point here. And then 9 minus 2 is 7. 2 minus 1 is 1. The answer here is, final answer here is 17.04 or 17 and 4 hundredths. Next, I want you to do the following with me. I will now be in a camera view. And please take note of these steps in here, how we subtract decimals. Parang whole numbers lang yan, don't you worry. This is just a piece of cake for you. Sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, ang lagi nyo lang tatandaan, dapat align yung mga decimal point natin. Let's do this together now. Copy nyo muna on a clean sheet of paper if you want before I move my camera into the camera view. Copy. Alright, there you go. We have here our example E, and we have here 15.75. Did I copy it right? Minus 0.19. First step, let us align the decimal points. We'll have here now 15.75 and align the 0.19. Better if we will write first the decimal point and just align one by one the digits. 1, 9 here and 0 here on the left. And now let's do the subtraction. Can we subtract 5 by 9? Mababawasan ba natin ng 9 si 5? Mas maliit si 5, so we can't do that. We need to borrow 1 first from the next digit, which is 7. And 7 now becomes 6. 5 now becomes 15. 15 minus 9 now will give us 6. 6 minus 1, no problem. We can proceed with that. That's gonna be 5. Pumipiyok-piyok pa nga, ano? And then since this is subtraction naman, we can right away put the decimal point there. Next, we subtract 5 by 0. It's gonna be 5. And there was one step that we forgot in here, by the way, which is putting a 0 or using 0 as a place value holder. Now we have 1 minus 0, and that is simply going to be 1. Did you get the same answer as mine in here? 15.56? I'm hearing a yes. Very good. Next, let me just erase this. My eraser. For a moment. Here. Let's have example letter D. D. I will write it horizontally first. Sulat ko muna siya ng pahiga. So that sabay tayong mag-a-align ng mga decimal point. Example F rather. For our example F, we have here 20. And mind you, 20 is a whole number. Minus 12.79. How do we again add? How do we again align a whole number to a decimal number? Make sure that we put a decimal point after 20. Because always remember this, whole numbers have a decimal point after them. That's going to be 20 point. Then at the bottom, we will have to align the decimal point of 12.79, 79 here, and 21 on the left. Subtraction yan. If there's no numbers on top in here, as you can see, there are gaps in here, 2 gaps. We should use 0 as a place value holder. At yung sinasabi ko kanina na mas magagamit natin talaga si 0 as a place value holder in subtraction because it matters. It matters in here. Kapag walang number sa itaas, saan natin isa-subtract si 7 tsaka si 9? Wala, di ba? We should use 0 here as a place value holder. And subtracting this, wala ito, magsasubtract ka ng 9, hindi pwede yun. Cannot be. Borrow 1 from the next digit, which is 0. Now, remember, when we borrow 1 from 0, 0 will become 9. Because we should treat 0 here as like a 10. We should treat 0 here as a 10 so we won't forget that when we borrow 1 from it, it will become 9. And then, since we borrowed from 0, which is nothing, it cannot give us anything. 0 nga siya eh. We should continue borrowing from the next digit. But the next digit in here is still 0. Yes, it will become 9. But remember, you borrowed 1 from nothing still. Wala pa rin maibibigay sa'yo yan. You keep on borrowing until such time that you now borrow to a non-zero digit, which is 2. Dito pa lang natin talaga makukuha yung 1 na kailangan nating ilagay with the 0 here. Ayan. Now 10, 0 becomes 10, subtract it by 9, it will just become 1. And then 9 minus 7 will become 2. You may right away put the decimal point here. 9 minus 2 is now 7, and 1 minus 1 is 0. We don't need to anymore put it. Final answer is 7.21. Did you also get this one? I know, of course, you also got this. Let's proceed with our third example. For this one, we have 500 naman minus 321.25. First, we should write 500 here with the decimal point after it para hindi na tayo ma-confuse. And always remember sa subtraction, kung ano yung unang number, siya yung ating unang sinusulat. Just because this one appears to have more digits than this, hindi ibig sabihin nun na ito yung unang nating isusulat. Still 500 is greater than 321.25. This one just appears to be greater than this because it has more digits. But if you are thinking of writing this one above when you subtract, you're thinking it wrong. Always remember, in subtraction, kung ano yung naunang number dyan, siya yung ating ilalagay sa taas. Now, let's align the decimal point of 321.25. And we have here now 321 here. And don't forget the zeros. And that we are subtracting. Di tayo nag-add. 0 minus 5 cannot be. We borrow 1 from 0. 0 becomes 9. But since you borrowed from 0, 0 has nothing to give you. You continue borrowing from the next digit. 0 pa rin yan. It will give you nothing. It will give you nothing. Continue borrowing from the next digit. Magiging 9 din yan. 0 pa rin yun. Until such time we borrow from a non-zero now. There, we stop it there. And 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 1 is 5. Let's do the subtraction now. You have 7. You can right away put your decimal point there. We have 8 here. So the final answer, 178.75. I know you got this one as well. Alright, now, before I give you your do it alone activity, mag shoutout na tayo. Saan ba yung cellphone ko? Shoutout na natin. Yung mga nag-comment sa ating previous video, kasama na yung mga nag-comment din sa ating previous topic, yung pang grade 8, common monomial factoring. Alam ko hindi kasi natin na shoutout yung mga nag-comment doon. So, baka magtampo. Ito na. We have here, this was actually days before the examinations of my former students. Kaya meron dito nagko-comment na sabi ni LJ, "Thank you sir, quarter exams are coming po." Yan. I hope nakatulong naman kahit isang topic lang yung ating nagawa muna for grade 8, no LJ? Hello, you please stay safe and healthy as always. At yeah, I know you are studying well na talaga for this school year. This student, this kid has already improved a lot. No, LJ, you make sure to just keep it up. All right. Next, we also have here Gabriel Franco. Sabi niya, "Hello po sir, keep up the good work. I hope you stay well and healthy." Well, thank you Gabriel. You also stay well and healthy, ha? Si Gabriel, I believe grade 6 na rin siya ngayon. Kabatch ni na Yuan Bondok. We also have here my workmate, si Kuya Tristan. Sabi niya, "Good job Joel Sikat for getting 100 NPS." Well, good job din sa'yo. So, ang pinakamarami na, I believe, na nakukuhang 100 NPS sa atin. Congrats din sa'yo and thank you. And we also have here ang ating K Panalig, Ma'am Jeng Moreno. She said, "Happy Teacher's Day in advance, Sir Joel." Kailan ba to? Nung October, ano pa yata to eh. Before October 5 pa. Please continue supporting us daw, mga ka-whiteboard and K-Panalig. So, please also do support her YouTube channel. You can just search for her name, Jeng Moreno. Makikita nyo na yung kanyang YouTube channel. Thank you, Ma'am Jeng. Si Lil Rookie, sino na nga kasi ulit to? Lil Rookie, si Jimenez yata, John Clifford. He was asking, "Sir, what games you play besides po sa ML?" I said, I responded to him, COD. Pero ngayon, di ko na rin siya nalalaro eh. Yeah, but thank you for asking though. And thank you for always watching my videos. Clifford, please continue watching them. And I hope you're learning from them. We also have here a grade 8 student, Carl Dedote. Eto, okay lang naman ako, Carl. Ikaw, kamusta? I hope you are also just fine. Thank you. And we also have here si Ko. "Sir, nice one po. Quarter exams are coming." Sakto po kayo, sir. Kaso nakaisang ano lang tayo, no? Video na pang grade 8. Yaan nyo, tignan natin. Babawi tayo. Si si kasalanan na hindi pagsisisihan, Ma'am Jeneline Estravillo nandito rin. Thank you, Ma'am Jen. Pinangatawanan mo na talaga, no? Kung magiging kasalanan ka, ano ka? Ayan, ano daw siya? Kasalanan na hindi pagsisisihan. At mukhang di naman talaga pinagsisisihan ng kanyang boyfriend na si Mr. Munoz. Of course, no? Napakaganda, napakabait, Ma'am Jeneline Estravillo. O gustong gusto mo yan. We also have here Yuan Bondok. Thank you, Nak, for always watching my videos. And yeah, you always stay safe and healthy. Lalaki na tong mga to. May nakita kong picture nila. Mga grade 6 na kasi ngayon eh. Pabinata na talaga. And of course, we also have here si sino si Plastic Foods. Si Pulusan to, I believe. Saglit lang ha. Open ko rin yung comment section ng ating latest video. May mga nag-comment din dito eh. Eto may mga ads na yung ating videos, no? Pero hindi pa to sa akin. Kaya alam ko gusto niyo akong suportahan pero pwede niyo pang skip 'tong mga to. Hindi pa sila sa akin eh. Si YouTube lang naglalagay automatic yata. Here, eto ang isa sa mga poging-poging aparisyo, si Gab Soliman nangunguna. Sabi niya, "My idol, pa-shout out naman sir. Isa akong loyal na ka-whiteboard." Talaga namang loyal na loyal ka. Alam ko 'yan simula pa nung una, no? Isa-isa lang ha, Gab Soliman. Alam kong pogi ka pero dapat isa-isa lang ha. De biro lang. Napakabait na bata nito. Napakagaling pa. We also have here again si Yuan Bondok na naman and si Kuya Tristan. Dami na naman subscribers mo sa new team mo, par. Oh, alam ko nag-subscribe na sila. And thank you pala sa mga new teammates ko na napakababait. Especially yung mga coach namin, Coach Grace. Ayan tinatawag na Coach Agnes. Walang daw yata yung tumatawag na Coach Grace sa kanya sa team. We also have mababait siya mga yan. We also have at magagaling. We also have Coach Tin na gustong mag-apply para maging tagapag-alaga ng Kalabaw. Imaginein mo sahod mo 30k, ayaw mo bang alagaan yon? Siyempre kung ako lang din, gugustuhin ko eh. Kaso lang, may plot twist. kapag umiyak yung Kalabaw, bubuhatin mo siya. Hindi natin kaya yon. No, Coach Tin, ay pagtulungan natin. And, yeah, ayun. Maraming salamat sa walang sawang pagsuporta sa ating mga video. Please continue supporting me, supporting our channel so we can continue growing it as well. Mga ka-whiteboard. Yun na talaga yung itatawag ko sa inyo. Mga ka-whiteboard. Alright? Now, let's move on to your activity para ma-practice nyo rin and so you can evaluate yourself how much you've learned from this video. Alright? At ayun, muntik pa natin makalimutan. Siyempre, si TL natin, pasalamatan din natin bukod sa ating mga new teammates, new coaches. Thank you rin, shoutout po sa inyo, TL Princess Nashel Lakap na napakagaling, napakabait, napakasipag at napakaganda na rin. Maraming salamat po sa pagtanggap sa amin, very warmly. And she is mostly known as TL Naisu. It's in the name naman talaga, yung pagiging Naisu niya. No, TL, you're really very nice. Bagay na bagay sa'yo, yung pangalan mo, nickname mo na Naisu. Kahit natapos na yung birthday ko, ayan, pumibiyok pa tuloy. Kahit natapos na yung birthday ko, hindi lang yung pambobola. Totoo lahat yun. At syempre, maraming salamat din sa ating mga previous coaches, kina Coach Keith and Coach Bernadette, na napakagaling din at napakasipag. Talagang hindi kami pinabayaan nung kasama pa namin sila. With, of course, our poging TL, L. Richard. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat sa pag-guide niyo sa amin. Shout out sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay kayong hanggat gusto ninyo. Alright, here it is. Your, excuse me, do it alone activity. You may pause this video here, so you can copy this first. Then, try it yourself. Make sure to copy them correctly. Kasi pagkatapos nito, I will show you now the correct answers. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make sure you pause it here, so you can make sure you can finish this first before I show you now the correct answers. Here they are. For numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4.